Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome back to Reader's Workshop. Today is April 16th, 2020. Let's get started. Okay, boys and girls, yesterday Mrs. Davis read you a story, Red is Best, and then we used this story to help us talk about our good reading strategy. So we're building good reading habits, which is really important when you are home, around a ton of distractions, right? So your family is there, they can get distracting. You have TVs, you might have a tablet, you may have a phone, all of your toys, and all of those things can make it very hard for a reader to focus on their stories. It happens to me still. So yesterday we talked about one really good strategy that you can use when you are reading your books. We talked about what to do when you get distracted or when your mind starts to shift or wander. So we said when you're reading and you notice that your mind shifted and you're thinking about something completely different that is not the book, what you are to do is you are to stop and notice that your attention has shifted. Yesterday I spoke to you about how the last thing I remembered in this book was when she was talking about her red pajamas, this one. Her red pajamas were the best because they scared the monsters away, and I was very honest with you and I said, I don't remember what happens next. So what we do is you have to go back, like I just did, to the last thing you remember really understanding, and then what do we do next? Well, you just keep on reading. It says you reread or read again from there to get back into our book. I hope you're practicing that strategy at home. Now today, we're going to talk about another strategy, another good reading habit that I would like you to apply to your independent reading, okay? What happens what should your mind and your eyes be doing when you're reading a book? Well, you are to keep your eyes and mind on the book. You have to keep both of them on the book. Just because our eyes are on the book doesn't always mean that our mind is, and that's what we spoke about yesterday, okay? So these are some things that I want you to think about and to do as you're reading. I want you to let me use my pointer here. I want you to be aware of your attention shifting. That's really important. If you're starting to read and you stop yourself and you ask yourself, what did I just read? You can't answer that question, that means your mind has shifted. So let's see what we should do next. If it does, right, if your mind starts to wander, back up and reread. That is when you're going to go to the last page that you really remember understanding, and you're going to reread from there. That's what we spoke about yesterday. But today I'm going to take it a little bit further. If you notice your attention shifting often, that word often means more than once. So let's say your mind shifted, you went back, you reread, and you still don't remember. That means your mind is shifting over and over. So I'm going to tell you two things that you can try when your mind is shifting as you're reading. And those are right down here in that blue box. The first thing I would like you to try is to rethink your book choice. If your mind is wandering over and over again, maybe the book isn't the best choice for you. Maybe you're not super interested in what the book's about, and that's okay. And the next thing if that happens, then maybe try a new book, one that you know that you're going to enjoy. The second thing I'd like you to try is to rethink your environment. What does that mean? That means where you are reading. So if you're reading a book and you notice your mind is wandering and you're in the living room and it's wandering because you can hear the TV and you can hear the pots and pans clinking in the kitchen, if that happens, get up and find a different perfect reading spot. Just because the perfect reading spot was perfect yesterday doesn't mean it's perfect for you today. So let's try these two things as we are reading, and hopefully that helps you keep your eyes and your mind on the book. See you tomorrow, boys and girls. Bye.